What's happening, y'all? It's your boy Andre Romance, and I'm up at this thing again. What's happening, family? What's happening? We need to talk. It's another one of them times where we need to talk. This epidemic is getting a little out of hand. It's getting out of control, y'all. And from my understanding, we're starting to see a pattern, and we're starting to see a great resemblance in the book of Revelations in the Bible and what's going on right now. Because what they're trying to do with this pandemic is push this vaccine on us that they're trying to create, right? But whatever they're going to be putting inside of this vaccine, they want everybody to have it. At least 90 to 95% of the population. They want them to be vaccinated with this stuff, whatever it is. Now, along with that comes the fall of the American dollar. Now, if you've been watching, the stock market is going down. We are in transition of currency being switched over.
American citizens should vote in American elections, which is why the time has come for voter ID, like everything else. Voter ID. You know, if you go out and you want to buy groceries, you need a picture on a card. You need ID. You go out and you want to buy anything, you need ID and you need your picture.
As far as the president hitting the strong dollar, raising interest rates, doesn't like the fact that in this interview with CNBC, why does this always happen? The economy picks up steam and then the Federal Reserve decides to whack it with a hike.
Which is why they're closing down so many companies. So many industries are taking a huge hit because they're trying to flip all of this at one time. So I want you all to be mentally prepared for this. And that's what this video is for. Become aware of what's really going on. And then also start conditioning yourself. Start prepping yourself. Start thinking. Start throwing ideas across each other as up to what you're going to do once this stuff hits full effect. Now, I saw a video today by Papa Duck. Shout out to my brother Papa Duck, man. He be holding it down with his videos, and I be watching your stuff, man. You be putting some stuff out there for us to look at, and so kudos to you for that, man. But I was watching his video today, man. His video was talking about how they're going to start putting up checkpoints, and it's going to become difficult for people to travel if they don't have this vaccine.
Italy has tightened its lockdown further in recent days. The military now deployed to enforce measures, and passengers' temperatures are taken at train stations, with internal travel now banned. There are early signs these measures may be slowing the virus spread, but as the number of dying continues to soar, positivity is dropping.
Crazy numbers for people. It's going to gridlock everybody into whatever state they're in. This is going to gridlock you in. This is going to force you to get this vaccination because you're not going to be able to go to work, right? You're not going to be able to go to the stores without having this vaccination. It sounds a little familiar. For my Christian folks, y'all know what I'm talking about. This rapture stuff is real. but it's the way they're going about it. So we started out with this virus, right? This virus that is being exposed now for not being as deadly as they say it was. And now the stock market has plummeted, and now there's talk about vaccinations on everybody, and it's going to affect your ability to maneuver around if you don't have it. On top of that, there's talk about currency changing, okay? That there's talk about the whole world coming together and deciding on one currency, which is also known as the New World Order.
YouTube, it's Richie from Boston, and one of my subscribers, Undertaker, just told me about this, and I went out and started looking, and I found it. This is Donald Trump literally heralding in the one world currency. Listen for yourself.
I had a very, very good conversation, as most of you know, yesterday with the president of China. It was a very, very warm conversation. I think we are on the process of getting along very well, and I think that will also be very much of a benefit to Japan. So we had a very, very good talk last night and discussed a lot of subject. It was a long talk, and we are working on that as we speak. We have conversations with various representatives of China. I believe that will all work out very well for everybody, China, Japan, the United States, and everybody in the region. As far as the currency devaluations, I've been complaining about that for a long time. And I believe that we will all eventually, and probably very much sooner than a lot of people understand or think, we will be all at a level playing field. Because that's the only way it's fair. That's the only way that you can fairly compete in trade and other things. And we will be on that field, and we will all be working very hard to do great for our country. But it has to be fair, and we will make it fair. I think the United States is going to be an even bigger player than it is right
If you all are not familiar with that, do some research. It's the New World Order. Take heed to that, you know? Start bouncing ideas. Start getting your mind conditioned for what's going to happen.
Give us peace.
It may not all unfold this year, but just know that it is in effect right now. It's in effect. You can see it right now with the jobs that are laying people off. People are getting laid off left and right now. You know, a lot of people are worried about how they're going to pay their rent. We have to be mentally strong, you all. For my military folks, some of us, we know God. Some of us, we have been brought up in church, and we know the signs when we see the signs. So when they go and start marching y'all down the street with y'all weapons to keep people in their houses or to contain people that don't want the vaccine, remember what you was taught about what's going to happen in the rapture. And also, you will be met by a decision that you have to make. Whether you're going to continue to rock with that group or you're going to drop your color. But ultimately, the idea is to start thinking. What is your plan of action? Are you prepared for all of this to happen? How do you prepare for all of this to happen? So I raised that topic today. Start bouncing ideas. Start figuring out what the plan is. Start searching for people that have a rebuttal to what's going on. And stay in tune with the real information, not the fake news. Stay in tune with the real information. Start looking at the outer structure of things. And see how it's dividing everybody. I want you all to pay attention to the overall and what the outer structure effect is. Why is this happening the way it is? What's the benefit of them if they do it this way? Okay? I want you all to stand strong. I got more music coming. And it's right down the alley of everything that's happening right now. So I just want you all to be encouraged. Don't let this information get you down. Don't let it take you into a panic. We cannot panic right now. We have to stand together. We have to stick together. And we have to believe that we can overcome this. And we got to go through the steps. We got to make the steps to overcome this. All right? I love you all. I want to see you all safe and doing the right things. Another note too, don't be out there trying to fight when they say stay in the house and they out there with their guns drawn. Don't be out there trying to fight. Stay in your house, let them do their thing. And when the time comes, you'll have your moment. But stay safe, y'all. Y'all keep me up, I'm gonna keep y'all up, and I'm out this thing, man.